Hey there, and thanks for taking the time to learn about building an appointment campaign through EAB Navigate, Kane University's Student Success Management System. This video tutorial will bring you through the step-by-step process for creating an appointment campaign and leveraging the analytics to work with students until they schedule. If you have any questions following this video, please email us at navigatesupport@kane.edu. The first thing you'll want to do is log in to Navigate. Upon logging in, you'll be brought to your staff home screen. On the left side of your screen, I'd like to bring your attention to Campaigns. That menu item looks like a megaphone with a circle around it. Go ahead and click on that option. After selecting the campaign option from the menu on the left, you'll be able to view student campaigns. For the purposes of this tutorial, we'll be focusing on appointment campaigns. Go ahead and click on Appointment Campaigns. After selecting appointment campaigns, you'll be able to view your appointment campaign dashboard. Moving forward, this is where you'd be able to track the progress of all appointment campaigns that are active or have since closed. From this screen, you'll want to select Add New from the top right to get started in creating your own appointment campaign. After selecting New, you'll go ahead and be able to view the campaign configuration template. You'll want to include your campaign name, your care unit, the location, and the service provided by way of this campaign. For example, if you wanted to have a campaign specific to spring 2024 registration, you would name it as such. Care unit would be advising and support. The location would be the Center for Academic Success, faculty office, or whatever location makes the most sense. And under service, you would select whichever advisor type that student would be meeting with. After confirming the details of your appointment campaign, you'll then want to decide upon your appointment configurations. There are a few choices that you'll need to make on the screen pictured here, and I'll go through each of them with you at this time. The first is the appointment limit. It automatically defaults to number 1. In this instance, this would only allow the student to make one appointment with you per this campaign. Now, if you wanted a student, for one reason or another, to make 3 or 4 appointments with you as part of this campaign, you could go ahead and include that number 3 or number 4. As soon as the student makes appointment number 3 and that aligns with your anticipation or expectation, that student would have satisfied the expectations for their engagement with this campaign. The next decision or option you'll need to choose from is the appointment length. Within Navigate, you can choose through a campaign whether or not you want your appointment length to be 30 minutes, or in instances of high traffic, you can make your appointments 15 minutes or on the higher end of 60 minutes. Depending on the nature of the campaign, you can choose your appointment length here. Next, you'll choose the slots per time. The slots per time indicates how many students are able to schedule with you during each appointment time slot. For example, if you want to do a group advising session for 30 minutes for 10 students, you would update slots per time to be the number 10. As soon as the 10th student schedules an appointment, it would indicate that this time is no longer available. You can choose slots per time up to 500. Now, I share that because you may choose to leverage Navigate when you're doing small group workshops for students who are being supported by your program. The next setting I would like to talk about is allow scheduling over courses. In this instance, we would never want this checkbox to be selected. If it is, it would allow students to make an appointment with you during scheduled class time. The next options are staff reminders and recipient reminders. The best practice is to have email and text for both parties selected. This will ensure that both staff and student receive a notification or multiple notifications in this instance when the appointment is about to happen. And finally, you'll go ahead and choose your scheduling window. In this instance, you'll select your start and end date. This is determining how long the campaign itself will be open, not necessarily the window of when the appointments will happen. Be sure to include a start and end date that provide enough time for you to send your welcome message and any necessary nudges, encouraging students to make their appointments. After you've confirmed your scheduling window, go ahead and select Continue. After you've selected Continue, you'll have the opportunity to choose your recipients. You will use the advanced search to identify who should be part of this campaign. For example, maybe you want to connect with students who have enrolled and not registered for the upcoming term, or maybe students who fall within a certain GPA range. Whatever your criteria would be determined within the advanced search of Navigate. One best practice might be to create your search in advance and then use the Save Searches menu option to just select the pre-configured criteria. Whether you choose to build your advanced search within the campaign or leverage a previously built search, you'll want to scroll to the very bottom of this page and select Search. This will populate the students who align with the criteria that you've selected. After selecting Search, you'll be able to view all the students who align with the criteria that you've determined. In this case, I want to call out that you can only view 100 students at a time. So if your list is longer, you'll want to take note of the additional students that you'd want to include. You'll see this indicated here with the blue bold text, and in this case, you'll want to select all 619 items so that all 619 students are part of this campaign. Failure to select this option will result in only 100 students being part of your campaign. After selecting all 619 students, you'll go ahead and select Continue from the bottom right of the screen. The great part about Navigate is that it actually has you confirm your list or your recipients. So you'll need to review your recipients in the campaign, selecting them once more. Once you've confirmed your list again, you'll select Continue from the bottom right. Then you'll be able to select staff for the campaign. In this instance, you might be collaborating with another team member to provide more options for students to choose from. In this case, choose all the advisors who students should be able to schedule with by way of this campaign. Once you've selected all of the advisors for whom students can schedule the appointment with by way of the campaign, you'll want to go ahead and set up your welcome message. To set up your first welcome message, select Add Welcome Message. Once you've selected Add Welcome Message, you'll have the option to choose if you want your welcome message to be an email or a text message. Depending on the type of communication you'd like to send will determine what the fields look like below. Navigate will provide you with a pre-configured template that you can work off of when creating your appointment template. One important note is that you'll always want the schedule appointment link part of your communication. This individualized link is associated with the time frame of your appointment campaign. After scrolling down, you'll be able to view the available merge tags. Feel free to copy and paste the merge tags on the left side into your email template to customize each email communication. Within the campaign communication, you can also choose a file to attach, and then you'll want to select your send date. Please note that your email communications and texts will be sent at 11 a.m. on the day that you have the communication being sent. After confirming the details of your welcome message are all set, go ahead and select Save Welcome Message. Once you've successfully added your welcome message to your campaign, you'll be able to view your nudge here. Feel free to edit using the edit icon to update the communication you'd like to send. Please note you can update the communication you would like to send up until the day before the communication is scheduled to go out. If you'd like to add additional communications, select Add Nudge underneath the nudge description. In addition to your welcome message and your nudge, you are able to add a success message. This is optional, and you do not have to add a success message for every campaign. Some considerations are if you want to send students additional information to prepare them for their appointment. For example, Career Services may have a success message configured when a student schedules a resume review appointment, encouraging the student to send their resume in advance of the session. Similarly, if a student indicates they're interested in studying abroad, a success message after a student actually schedules the appointment may include some helpful information about spaces where they can study abroad to look at in advance of the meeting. The last step before launching your campaign is actually reviewing the details. Make sure you review the details of your summary and make adjustments from the menu at the top as needed. When you're all set, select Start Campaign from the bottom right of your screen. Immediately upon starting your appointment campaign, you will be able to review the logistics of the campaign, including who was invited to participate in the campaign, how many students made an appointment, how many appointments were attended, and the summaries created based on those appointments. This information will get updated as students engage with the campaign. This concludes the training on setting up appointment campaigns in Navigate, Kane University's Student Success Management System. Other resources you may want to check out in alignment with this particular training include the Advanced Search video tutorial, as well as setting your availability. Again, any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to Navigate Support at Kane.edu. Thanks for watching.